Alright, what up, guys? Fruit Punch Sabi here. Back with some more Chaos Head. I almost say child. Because I mean, oh my god. Hold on. Oh god. I just want to buff up the chair a little bit so I can get closer to you guys. Oh my god. Oh, we're a little too close. Streaming's a blow up. Gotta deal with all this wire. We're good? Yeah, we're good, I guess. Oh, don't scare me like that. Alright. Well, yep, we're good. Alright, let's start. Alright, it's been a while. Wait, have I always played on this screen? It feels so big. What the hell? I don't remember if I always played this on my TV.
おっと、時間か。今のところテストに出るからな。ちゃんとノート書いておけよ。今日はここまで。
I always take notes. And by taking notes, I just write everything they said and never read it.
Great.
Great. What's the next word?
Rat.
Rat. Damn. Everyone left. The math teacher, what was their name again? Well, it didn't matter. Left the room and the school day came to an end. The other students were all talking about where to go after school or heading off to their clubs or teams. Most of them immediately got ready to go home. Normally, as soon as the last chime rung, I would put my things together and go home. But today, I stayed in my seat, trying my best not to look at any of the other students. Today, I was meeting Yua. Oh my god. I have a date. Normally, a date with a girl, I would be a, what's this word? WKTK? TK? Net slang for hopeful and excited. What is hopeful? Kibo, right? Kibo is hopeful. And Kibo is hope. Excited? Waku waku? What the fuck? No. That's the sound you make when you're excited, right? How do you say excited? Genki? Oh, that's wait a minute. I don't know. Shit. Don't worry, I'm a fake weeb. I only watch anime. And I had like one chapter of Japanese. Then I got bored and never again. But for me, for today, it was just depressing. My nerves were all jittery. My stomach hurt. I never agreed to go anywhere with a girl and I don't know what to do. Would she even come? Maybe the whole thing yesterday was a prank and she was watching me from the shadows laughing, I thought. In a way, that might be better than if she actually did come. Wait, did I even need to wait for her at all? Couldn't I just ditch her and go home? Yeah, that was the way. She was in a different grade than me anyway. If I ditch her here, we never meet again. I made my decision and stood up.
Taku, nani shiten da?
Someone slapped me on the back hard. I didn't need to turn around to see who it was. The only person in the class weird enough to talk to me was Masumi.
お前帰らないのか？いつもならチャイムが鳴ると同時に消えるのによ。俺密かに匠の音速直帰って名付けてたんだぜ。
もう帰るよ。
I like this main character. He's such a bitch. It's pretty funny, bro.
誰か待ってるとか。
え？
How did you know?
なんだよ、図星かよ。
どうして？
なんだかやけにそわそわしてたからな。教室の入り口をさっきから何度も気にしてるし。
He was perceptive, but I need to be careful with what I said. Don't forget, Takumi, your goal is to stand out at school as little as possible. You have to be like the air itself.
別に誰も待ってないよ。
そうか？だったら今の間はなんだよ。
それは
Crap. Misumi wasn't a bad guy, but he could be really annoying at a time like this. Read the room, jerk. That's Japanese otaku? What the fuck? No, it's not. Wait a minute, what does it mean? Read the room, i.e. take the hint and don't be an ass? A phrase commonly used by 2000s era Japanese otaku. Well, I don't think that's exclusive to otakus. I think everyone says read the room. Wait, do people say read the room? I only heard that in TV shows, to be honest. I don't think anyone ever says read the room in real life before. That only exists in TV shows. Or maybe Japanese otaku did only use it in. But Takumi used it, and most often means take the hint and leave me alone. Oh, you know what it is? It's English translated. I always forget about that too. So it probably means something else in Japanese. I wonder what it says in Japanese then. Like, I forgot how to say read in Japanese. I know how to say book. Wait, fuck, I think I forgot to say book. Is it bon? I felt like bon is book.
Nishijo-kun?
My whole body froze. I turned toward the voice, feeling sheer terror. Yo was standing timidly at the door. Oh no, thanks to Misumi, I lost my chance to run away. It might have been the first time I seen Misumi freak out like this. He wrapped an arm around my shoulder, pulled me in close, and looked me in the eye. No.
違うよ。
I told him 1,000 times that I didn't have interest in 3D girls.
だったら何なんだよ。言っとくが、タクの姉ちゃんとかそういうオチは期待してねえからな。引きこもりのくせに何をどうやったらあんないい女と知り合えるんだ。
昨日急に付きまとわれて。
それはつまりあれか？逆難されたってことか？え？この。
He grabbed me by the jaw and shook me for a second before finally letting me go.
そうか。世の中には物好きってのもいるんだな。けど、タクがまともな性癖を持ってたみたいで、少し安心したぜ。
What? I'm son of a into 3D girls.
性癖って。それに彼女とは別に何も。
そうか。頑張れよ、タク。
Misumi wasn't listening to me. He was all excited now and slapping my back harder than before. He was definitely teasing me.
安心しろって。お前の女を寝取ったりしねえから。
だからそういう関係じゃ。
ほら、さっさと行けよ。彼女、お待ちかねみたいだぜ。
He pushed me in her direction and began to slowly walk forward. I guess I didn't get to run away after all.
迎えに来たの迷惑でした？
Yes. I said wait outside.
いや。
It sure as hell was. I looked back at Misumi and he was grinning and giving me the finger. What the fuck? You had this? What? I couldn't tell if he was cheering me on or trying to start a fight. There was no point in trying to deal with him anymore, so I decided to just leave the school. Can't believe he gave me the finger, asshole.
昨日会ったばかりなのにこんなお願いをしてしまって。
いや。
Destiny. I was really nervous. Me leaving school with a girl? Like a uraiju? Like a popular kid? I thought this was a world I'd never have anything to do with. Otaku slang for someone whose real life Rai? How you say life? Rai? And fulfilling? Oh, jujutsu! Wait a minute! And fun? Raiju will have a girlfriend lots of friends, and perhaps be on a sports team. Life and fulfilling. Raiju. I never thought it would happen to me. But right now, there seems to be an intense aura radiating from her. We were just walking side by side. Why did I feel so nervous? I still didn't know who she was or what she wanted. What would she want with a creepy otaku like me?
おとといのはい
あ、いや、
She started talking out of nowhere, so I got surprised and said something weird sounding. She seems to be nervous too. Her expression was tense. She was older than me, but actually quite innocent. It was pretty moe. Not that I could do much more than glance at her every so often. It was too embarrassing to look at her in the eye. It feels like something punched me in the nose. Don't you ever have that feeling? Where your nose hurt, either you touch it, and it just hurts? Feels like someone punched you in the nose?
おとといのブラチュ見ましたよね。
うん。
私一箇所だけいまいちよくわからないところがあったんですけど、すすぶくんがセイラちゃんのピンチに駆けつけてきて助けてくれますよね。でもどうしてすすむくんはセイラちゃんが危ないって分かったのかなって。
It's called guts!
あれは先週の回に伏線があったんだ。セイラの携帯が鳴ってるシーンが一瞬だけ挿入されてて、着信表示で進むの名前が出てる。
Oh god. Damn it, he made me snort. This guy's a fucking nerd. I love this character.
ああ、そういえばそんなシーンありましたね。
Oh god.
山田がそういう細かい伏線をあちこちに貼るのが好きなんだ。キンゴルでも似たようなことをやってた。
山田
Golden Gold.
キンゴル
Golden Week. Golden Time. I love that anime.
いや、山田くっていうのはブラチューの監督の愛称だよ。で、山田くがブラチューの前に監督やってたアニメがキンゴル。
へえ、じゃあ山田さんって有名な監督さんなんですね。
I mean, aren't they all famous?
まあ、僕は好きな方かな。なんでかっていうと、
I started lecturing her on anime, and the next thing I knew, we were at Anime 8. We got in here much faster than I expected. I got to really excited and talk too much again. Yoa was a great listener. Whenever I showed off some random piece of knowledge, she acted really interested. I knew this whole thing was a trap, but I kept talking anyway. I'm so bad at speaking, and this had never happened before. I feel like chatting online. It was kind of weird. Excuse me.
なんだかドキドキしてきました。
I got my Dr. Pepper ready. I know this isn't Steingate, but they didn't have Coke. Taku influenced me to get sodas again, and it tasted so good. I love sodas.
先に帰ったりしないでくださいね。
うん。
I leave when I feel like leaving. She went up to the clerk with an expression of intense nervousness on her face and ordered to set up post-awakening version figure. All I did was stand back and watch. I kept looking for a chance to run away, but she kept shooting nervous glances at me, and I couldn't move. Afterward, at her request, I showed her around the store. She was happy to find all kind of things she might want to buy, but I didn't have the energy left to smile back at her. Is that McDonald's? Yua came to school by train, so I was forced to go with her to Shinsen Station. She might look like an airhead, but she wasn't. Whenever she wanted something, she knew just how to make me give it to her. Black. She was a black character. What does that mean? 2000 net saying, no, why do I feel sick, dude? Black-hearted personality, specifically someone who is friendly and kind on the surface, but in their harbors malice towards others. Certain people, mostly otaku, find this gap between surface personality and thoughts to be very moe. What? wait a minute. Certain people, mostly otaku, find this gap between surface personality and inner thoughts to be very moe? Otaku's like that? Okay. I heard of this before, right? In Japanese, called kuro, right? This character is kuro. Right? And that means they're nice on the outside, but they're evil in the inside. And otakus find that hot. What? Well, moe doesn't mean hot. But it kind of means hot, to be honest. What does moe means? I don't know what moe means. I think moe means cute, doesn't it? I think moe means cute. It's like hot and cute, but moe is cute. The other one, moes, I don't know. Fuck it. They said in the beginning, but they didn't add it in the dictionary. It means hot. Whatever.
西条くんって
Same thing.
携帯を持
Cute,
ってな
hot.
いんですか？
I didn't know otakus like that. Nice girls on the outside, but inside they're cold-hearted bitches? Well, yeah, I guess. She suddenly asked me that just as we got to the station. A phone, huh? I shook my head, slightly sad.
持ってないんですか？それじゃ連絡が取れないですね。
連絡
Contact me for what? Are you going to keep bugging me instead of leaving me alone?
でも西条くんパソコン持ってましたよね。私も持ってるからメールアドレスを交換しませんか？
どうして？
その
Yo, get him! Let's go, Taku!
フィギュアの発売日に取りに行かなくちゃいけませんよね。その時にまた一緒に。
Hell no.
まだ一人でアニメ8に行く勇気はないから。
Why? Clever.
それに
She was a clever one.
私西条くんと
I knew it, but I couldn't say no. If I did, I'd be the bad guy here.
もっと
Duty girls were truly terrifying.
仲良くなりたいから。
Was it just that I wasn't used to talking to people, or was she just a master persuader? I think you're just not used to talking to people, bruh. It felt like she wasn't going to go home until I gave her my email address, and yet she seemed nervous as she looked up at me from behind her glasses. For some reason, I felt my will to resist draining away. My skin felt clammy, and a cold chill was running down my spine, but I couldn't run away and say no. There was something strange about Yua, something that wasn't normal. I couldn't explain what, exactly, wasn't normal about her, but she definitely wasn't normal. The next thing I knew, I written my email address on a scrap of notebook paper and handed it to her. She looked happy as she took it, and then bowed and disappeared into the station. I stood there for a solid 10 minutes with a blank look on my face, like my soul had drained out of my body. That's my Saratan. Who am I talking to? Oh, yeah. Participants too. Asshole. That night, as grim by Yua. It felt like I wasn't getting anywhere on my own. But that was the answer I got. To be fair, this was the same reaction I had the first time I talked to her. Grim was reacting just like Misumi. Maybe the two of them were actually the same person. Huh? I just had set a ton voice. I set that voice to play whenever I got a mail. I looked over at my inbox and the name was. That's annoying, dude. What if you get spammed with emails? Yuwa Kusonoki.
うわ、早速来た。
An email from a 3D girl. I never got one before. I gulped and opened it. Let's see. Fucking emojis, bro. What the fuck is that word? The one next to sorry? M? Is that titties? Oh. Sorry. Oh, she's bowing. Bro, it looked like titties. I swear to God. It looked like, you know, you make knuckles. And in the middle, looked like cleavage. I didn't know it was someone bowing. Same thing. Good night. You can sense her elegance and femininity coming off the page, but the emojis also made her feel friendly and approachable. But it was because I was with you, Nishijo, and I went to say hello in the morning. It felt like she might be plotting something. I can't believe this guy's gonna betray us. 3D girls? Come on, bro. Setaton's right here. Oh, man. Uh-oh. There you go. Oh, he wrote it. Oh, he's copying and pasting. Oh, God. Grim was being obnoxious, so I decided to type in the whole message for him. Of course, I didn't type in our personal information. Hamma hamma. Fuck you, Nightheart. You betrayed us. Alright. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that, but she was too nice. It was creepy. I get that feeling a lot too. I hate it when people is too nice to me, because I feel like, the fuck do they want, right? So it's some motivation. that actually sounded pretty appealing. No. That was just what she wanted me to think. I'm not into 3D girls.
そうだけど。
Fuck that. Don't do this, Taku. Don't betray us. You're supposed to be one of us. Don't do it. If only I could, life would be so much easier. Talking to her today and the day before taught me that. It could be fun, make me happy, but it was also exhausting and a pain in the butt. If it was that hard, I'd be better off living a peaceful, relaxing life with 2D girls. So I decided not to answer your email. Thank God. The fire was burning. Long tongues of flames danced within the incinerator. Inside it, a sailor uniform and several textbooks were being burnt to ash. Sailor uniform? Who the fuck is this? I thought that was my Imoto-san, but then I remember what Imoto-san looked like. A house in the foothills. I don't remember this character at all, basically, is what I'm saying. The house of the foothills, overlooking the Seto Inland Sea. In the distance, you could hear the whistles of the ships. A soft breeze gently shook the trees around the house. Despite her idyllic surroundings, the small girl in front of the incinerator, Kozue? Damn it. I gotta wait till someone pronounce her name. Orihara was in a miserable state. Her eyes reflected the red light of the fire as she watched the sailor uniform textbook burn to ash in the incinerator. Until yesterday, they had been her uniform, and those had been her textbooks. She was the one who had put them in the incinerator, but she must have still felt some attachment to them because she kept staring at him. Suddenly, she winced in pain and put her hands tightly over her ears. She opened her mouth, but this was all she could do. Then doesn't the background look like Google image? Google Maps? It looked kind of real, to be honest. She couldn't moan or cry. All she could do was gasp for breath. She kept shaking her head as if begging for something to stop. Then she collapsed, falling onto the ground. She looked up, exhausted, at the sky. She stayed there, unmoving, for several minutes. And then suddenly she turned around. She was staring at the house veranda. The house was made of wood and over 50 years old. Even though it was still daytime, much of the veranda was shrouded in deep shadow, leaving it in darkness. She slowly staggered up and walked toward it. Just then, her mother appeared, as if she'd been waiting.
あら、梢ちゃん、探してたのよ。もう荷物の整理はできたの？
Kozue nodded and sat on the veranda.
あさってにはもうこの家ともお別れなのね。
Her mother stood behind her and looked at the peaceful Seto Sea.
東京なんて行くの、梢ちゃんは初めてよね。
What the fuck? Why did she have to burn her uniform and textbook stuff? What?
いいお友達ができるといいわね。
I'm so confused and worried. Kozue didn't reply to her mother's kind words. She didn't shake her head or nod. She just stared sadly at the incinerator in the corner of the yard, and the flames that still rose from it. Damn, what is her mother making her do? Why did she have to burn her stuff? That's messed up. It was a week after, on a school day. As usual, I headed to school in a gloomy mood, staring down at my feet as I went. Fall was clearly at hand. The trees in Shoto Park were changing colors, and I was starting to feel cold in my short-sleeved shirt. Can't wear a jacket? Since I spent almost all my time in my room, it always felt strange when the seasons changed like this. It still felt like summer to me. I spent the whole weekend playing ESO. Grim kept asking about Yua, but I just ignored him. Yua hadn't sent me any more messages. Maybe she'd given up when I hadn't replied. I certainly hoped so. Whenever I talked to her, I always felt myself wavering. I start to feel hope. But there was no point in a creepy otaku like me having hope. I lived my whole life without ever having hope fulfilled. That's why I lost interest in 3D girls. Please don't make me hope. Please don't have any hopes for me. Wait, what he said? Oh yeah, that's sad. What? Damn. He gave up. Suddenly, someone patted me on the shoulder from behind. I turned around expecting to see Nanami or Misumi, but was surprised.
Nishijo-kun.
Damn, I thought she gave up, bro. Her cheeks were a little flushed, and she was smiling at me. For some reason, she was out of breath.
後ろ姿が見えたから、もしかしたら西条くんかなって思って走って追いかけちゃいました。
Hadn't she given up? Did she still have hopes for me?
おはようございます、西条くん。やっと言えました。土日を含めて4日もかかってしまいましたけど。先週メールを送ったんですけど、読んでもらってます？
No. No! By the time I realized I nodded, it was too late.
よかった。返事がなかったからてっきり届いていないかと思って何度か送り直そうとしたんですけど、我慢しておいて正解でした。
What did she want me to do? Was I supposed to fall in love with her? Be her boyfriend? And then were we supposed to be happy, loving couple? Impossible. But that kind of thing was for other people, not me. I wanted to do it, but there was no way I could. I still didn't understand why you would like me anyway. I couldn't trust her. So it was just impossible.
西条くん、どうしたんですか？ずっと立ち止まってるので。
Damn, dude. I can't believe it. I started walking fast to leave her behind, but she jogged to catch up with me.
昨日、西条くんのクラスに行ったんですけど、いませんでしたよね。もしかして風邪でもひいて休んでるんじゃないかと思って心配だったんです。でも元気そうでよかった。
たまにしか。
はい？
僕、たまにしか学校来ない。みんなから引きこもりって思われてる。
You're disgusted, aren't you? You learned who I really am, and now you don't like me anymore, right? That's fine. I never expected anything in the first place. Go ahead, think I'm creepy, then just leave me alone.
そうですか。でも今日は会えてよかったです。
I didn't know how to react to that. I found myself staring into her smile. Our eyes met, and then quickly lowered my gaze. Why wasn't she treating me like she thought I was creepy?
っていうか、たまにでも学校に来てるなら、西条くんは引きこもりじゃないと思います。すいません。分かったようなこと言っちゃって。
でも。
Come on, bro, don't fall for this bullshit.
苦痛だよ。
だとしたら偉いです。
That wasn't something I ever expected to hear. What was impressive about a loser like me? You would smile gently at me. It was a smile that could heal a wounded heart. That's how it felt to me.
だって西条くんは辛いのに頑張って学校に来ていますから。普通なら普通は来られないですよ。
でも僕はオタだしキモいし。
私西条くんの話を聞くの好きですよ。
What? Why was she telling me all of this? Why did it feel so good? It felt like she was holding me in a warm embrace. Or like she was telling me that it was okay for me to be here. Maybe with her help, I could go back to being a normal person.
大変、予例ですよ。
Suddenly, I realized that there were barely any students left around us. They're all gone inside the school building.
西条くん、それじゃあ私失礼します。あ、今日の放課後時間ありますか？
え？
もしよかったら一緒に帰りましょう。
No. She spoke softly, her cheeks turning a little red.
放課後中庭で待ってます。もし気が向いたら来てください。あ、無理に来なくても全然平気ですから。失礼します。
She bowed politely and headed off to the third-year wing. As I watched her go, I pinched my cheeks. As I pinched my cheeks. Just as I thought, this wasn't a dream or a delusion. Do people do that? I know I've seen it in movies and TV shows, but I don't pinch my cheeks. I usually just what I'm doing right now, I scratch myself. I spent the whole day work for class in the days. I don't think I heard a single thing that teacher said. I just rested my chin on my hand and stared out on the autumn sky. Neither my classmates nor the teachers paid the slightest bit of attention to me. But you paid attention to me. She wasn't like the rest of those assholes. I sat there the whole day, thinking about her, indulging in one delusion after another. And before I knew it, school was over.
Yo, Taku. 今日もデートか？この前のメガネのことはうまくいってるんだろうな。おいおい、ニートだからって躊躇してんなよ。向こうがお前のこと気に入ってくれてんなら。
Wait a minute.
付き合わないかはともかく。
He's not a NEET. He goes to school.
そんなことしないよ。
おい、なんだよいきなり大声出して。
岩とはそんなことしない。
は？お前まだ言ってんの？なんで最初から諦めるんだよ。そろそろ引きこもりから卒業しようぜ。
僕は引きこもりじゃない。
That's not what I meant anyway. Misumi only cared about sleeping with girls. He wouldn't understand. I ran past my confused looking Misumi and quickly left the classroom. The fastest way to get to the courtyard from the second year classroom was to go across the connecting corridors to the third year students building and then head down the stairs. At least as far as I knew. I didn't come to school that often, so I didn't know what led where. I didn't even know where some places, like most of the special classrooms were. So I was a little nervous when I went down the connecting corridor. Oh, that's my favorite character. You see that girl right there? That's my favorite character. I like her. And then, in Chaos Child, they just turned her name to Miyu. And Miyu is one of my favorite characters in Chaos Child. In Chaos Child, my favorite character is Nono and Miyu. In this game, I like her. And I don't know who else. I want to say Imoto-san. But I always get confused. I think I feel sorry for Imoto-san. I think it's more the right word. I don't know. Well, I do know I like her, though. There was a girl standing in the middle of the corridor, staring up at the sky. She had a very stern expression on her face. She didn't seem lost in thought or anything like that. She was clearly in a place that would block traffic, but she wasn't moving at all. Come on, I know you hear my footsteps getting closer. Get out the way, I'm in a hurry. For some reason, she felt like a DQ in. I need to make sure not to get closer or let her notice me. Just as I tried to walk past this girl, who I decided to call Girl B.
Oi.
Crap, she talked to me. Was she going to mug me? Or was she going to say she didn't like my face and then take me to a group of DQ and friends so they could beat me up? Please no, what did I ever do to you? I glanced over at her to find she was glaring at me.
お前誰だ?
I wasn't sure how to answer that. I was Takumi Nishijo, obviously. But I never met this girl, so there was no way she would know that. She must be planning to do something really terrible to me.
すいません。
About quickly, before being careful not to look at her, and then ran away at top speed. I ran down the staircase in the third-year wing and out the door, then glanced behind me. The scary girl didn't seem to have followed me. Phew, the 3D world was an awful place. There were traps everywhere. I took a few deep breaths and looked around the courtyard. Damn, what does she mean? Who are you? Oh, shit. I wonder what she mean by this, huh? Who are you? The courtyard was between the pool and the school building and was really more of a corridor than a yard. There were flower beds placed at regular intervals where purple flowers bloomed. What were those flowers called? I didn't know. I saw Yua standing in front of one of the flower beds, staring down at it while she waited. She was really here. She was really waiting for me. Not for anybody else, just for me. Yua wasn't going to betray me. Maybe I could believe in her after all. Maybe she could save me. Yua looked up and noticed me, and then her eyes went wide in surprise. I stood there, looking away in embarrassment. I didn't know if it was okay to walk up to her or not. Why was she surprised? Did I mess up by coming? As I tried to figure out what to do, she went up to me.
びっくりしました。
え？
西条くんが本当に来てくれるなんて。どうせ来てもらえないって諦めかけてたんです。でも待っててよかった。
I was surprised. She might have the same kind of mentality I did, the kind that was pessimistic about everything. But there was one big difference between you and me. I was pessimistic and didn't do anything. You was pessimistic but took action. There was something I really respected about her. I wanted to be that way too, I thought.
一緒に帰ってくれますか?
I nodded in response to her question. She and I headed for the school gate together. I felt kind of embarrassed as we walked home. It felt like other students were shooting me jealous glances. The more I started to notice people staring, the more I started to freeze up. I should have known there was no way I could walk home with a girl. Oh, shit! Hey! I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Let's keep it that way. I passed by a teacher I didn't recognize. Actually, the only reason I thought they were a teacher was that they were wearing a suit. But did we have any teachers that young? I rarely came to school, so of course, I didn't know who our teachers were or what they looked like. Sometimes I even forget my home teacher's face. The teacher in the suit looked around, seemingly lost before heading toward the school building.
どうしました?
I quickly shook my head and started walking alongside her again. Oh, I remember this from the anime. The base was 10 minutes away from school, which was a bit farther than the train station at Shinsen Yua used to go home. So I guess I was walking her home, instead of the other way around. Out of sheer habit, I walked us through Shoto Park, cutting through it diagonally, shaving a minute or so off the commute.
西条くんって朝よくこの公園でパンを食べてませんか?
Oh, fuck.
やっぱ
How
り
did she know?
よく見かけたんです。
I think I remember something.
いる時といない時があって。今日ようやくその謎が解けました。学校にたまにしか来ないからだったんですね。あ、別にそれがダメって言ってるわけじゃなくてですね。素朴な疑問だったので。
Yua suddenly stopped and looked over at the bench where I was always ate breakfast. Right now it's empty.
なんだかここに座っているあなたの背中はすごく辛そうに見えて。
She suddenly leaned forward, just a little, and ran her fingers across the back of the bench.
何度も見かけるうちにだんだん気になってきて。
The bench was right in front of the fence surrounding the lake. Since I always sat facing the lake, I didn't need to worry about anyone gazing at me. There was also a small watermill right next to it, which was another reason I liked it. It served to partially hide me.
ここ最近は姿を見かけなかった日は心配でご飯も喉を通らなかったりしてたんです。
Really? I hadn't noticed her watching me at all.
バカみたいですよね。一度も話したこともない人の心配してるなんて。でも話しかける勇気もなかったので。
So that was why she was acting like a stalker at first. Maybe she wasn't a stalker. She was just really worried about me, maybe.
ちょっと座ってみてもいいですか？西条くんがどんな景色を見ていたのか、私も知りたいから。
I didn't really have a reason to say no. I nodded, still looking out at the lake. She put her back on a bench and then quietly sat down. Then she sat upright, with good posture, looking at the lake. It was so quiet, so peaceful, and she was right there with me. The soft wind made ripples on the water and gently rustled through her hair. Was this what it was like to have a normal life? It was just a normal day, a normal situation. So why did it feel like I was about to cry?
ここで朝食をとるのって気持ちよさそうですよね。
Then my beard is freaking out. I don't know why. I watched her from the side as she quietly spoke. If we were in an H game, this would totally be when I asked her to be my girlfriend. She'd say yes, because and that would be a good ending. Depending on the route, maybe we even engage in some naughty outdoor fun.
私も今度やってみようかな。
She tilted her head to look up at me. Unable to speak, I turned my gaze toward her bag. As I stared at the 3 ghetto frogs strapped on it, I cursed myself for being too late to talk to a girl. Uh-oh, you recognize that bag? Wait a minute. That fucking bag. Wait a second. Did I just see something? What was I looking at? Ghetto Froggy, a character popular with high school girls. I've seen it somewhere before. Where? Room 36! The room next to 37! The one I always use at Cafe. The first day I met her, there had been someone in there looking at a NewGen aggregator site. I seen her at the cafe, then panicked and rushed out. Does that mean the person in the next room over was... I looked down at her as she looked up at me. Her gaze from her behind her glasses collided with mine. It was the first time our eyes had met since we known each other. She was still smiling, but it was quickly turned into a look of uncertainty. What kind of look was on my face? I couldn't tell. I looked back at her bag, and then the straps. I thought I heard her gasp.
西条くん？
There was a gust of wind. Yellow leaves blew off the trees and danced in the air. 100 thoughts were racing in my mind. Ghetto Froggy was popular, even if I couldn't understand why. There could be any number of people with 3 Ghetto Froggy straps on their bag. But, room 36, you might have been sitting next to me then, and she never said a word about it. And then there was NewGen killings. I totally forgotten about them, but I've been a witness to one of the crimes. That horrible scene came flooding back to me and... I seen the killer's face.
これですか？ゲロカエルンって言うんです。何人かの友達にもらっちゃって、気がついたら密になってまして。
Too late. I already know your plan. She gave me the slightly forced smile. Then she reached out toward her bag and tried to take the straps off.
最近女子高生に大人気なんですよ。私はあんまり可愛いとは思わないんですけど。
Oh my god, you're too suspicious. Her hands were shaking a little. Maybe she was nervous because she couldn't get them off.
変だな。どうして外れないんでしょう。 ちょっと待ってくださいね。
Oh my
西
god.
条くんにも見せてあげ。
Run! She finally made one off by force, knocking her bag off the bench. It hadn't been zipped up, so her notebooks and textbooks were spilling everywhere.
私ったら何をやってるんでしょう。
Just a few minutes ago. I would have thought the whole scene was very moe, but now all I could do was stare in shock because, by chance, one of the notebooks that fell to the ground had fallen open. A small memos and newspaper clipping, and it had scattered everywhere. It must have been some kind of scrapbook, because all the clipping memos had to do with one subject. I could see it clearly. NewGen.
なんて。
Her voice was hoarse. She was hurriedly trying to pick up the clipping and notes and stuff them back into their bag. You think I forget? You bent over, cleaned his room, and one of his cross was missing? She stood up, holding it tightly to her chest. Her smile was gone, replaced with an awkward expression.
それは。
She didn't answer me. Why won't you answer me? Come on, say something. If you don't answer, I'll think you're hiding something. And just when I thought to believe you, just when I thought you were going to be on my side, just when I was starting to believe that.
誰も信じちゃダメ。誰の言葉にも耳を傾けちゃダメ。
Said I was right all along. All three of the girls are garbage. Even Yua didn't like me. She was trying to get close to me for some reason of her own. Maybe she was going to turn me over to the police. Maybe she was going to threaten me. This was awful. Just awful. Just when I was so close to forgetting all about that murder. The cops had never come to say anything. I convinced myself that I never had to deal with it again. I didn't want to get involved. What was Yua after? I turned around so I could run. But Yua grabbed my wrist from behind.
逃げるの？
Her voice made me shudder. It was so cold I thought I might freeze. She didn't seem anything like the girl I'd been talking to a moment ago. End. She was gripping my wrist with incredible strength. She was holding it so tightly that it was physically painful. I thought for a moment that she might crush my bones. It hurt so bad. I tried to shake her off, but she wouldn't let go. Instead, she pulled me closer and almost fell backwards.
逃げるの？
She whispered in an emotionless voice right behind me and right into my ear. I shivered and slowly turned around. The color in her eyes were insane.
逃がさないよ。騙してたことは謝るけど、お互い様だし。あなただって隠してたことあるよね。
Hiding something? There was only one thing I could think of. Somehow, or for some reason, she knew that I witnessed the crucified corpse and the killer. That's why she approached me. She really was a clever one. Everything she ever said to me was a lie. That she got curious about me when she saw me for the first time. That she liked Bloodtoon. That she went to go buy the set up post-awakening version figure on the day it came out with me. When she smiled at something I said. When she said she wanted to get to know me better. When she said she was worried that I didn't come to school. Even when she said I impressed her by coming to school. It was all lies. I clenched my fists in rage and anger. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Why was I ever willing to believe her?
本当はもっと時間をかけて調べたかったんだけど、バレちゃったからしょうがないよね。あなたに聞いてもらいたい話があるの。聞いてくれるよね。聞かないなんて言わないよね。あなたは聞くべきよ。聞いて。聞くでしょ。聞かないなら。
If I won't listen, then what? She was like a totally different person now. That peaceful, easygoing manner she had was completely gone. Now she looked cold and unapproachable, with a terrible intensity about her. Her words were cold as ice, as cold as death itself. The signs of weakness and helplessness she normally showed were nowhere to be found. I didn't want to hear those words. I tried to close my ears, but I couldn't. She still had my wrist in her grasp. She wasn't gripping as tightly as before, but she still wouldn't let go. I couldn't move my hand. With a freed hand, she reached into her bag and took out something metallic and showed it to me. I gasped in shock. My heart felt like it was about to leap out of my chest. My mind began to race. I had my free hand over my ear and I let it drop, and I heard her voice sounding slightly disappointed.
この十字架に見覚えあるよね。
Of course I did. I know exactly what it was. It looked like a cross, but it was actually a stake. Not many stakes had such an elaborate design. At least only seen once before. That night scattered on the road. That night pounded by the demon woman to the wall. That night pinning the corpse to the wall.
やっぱり知ってるのね。知ってるんでしょ。知ってるに決まってる。知らないなんて言わせない。知ってなくちゃおかしい。知ってるよね。知ってるよね。
I shook my head desperately. An awful sweat was forming in my brow. All I could do was try to wipe it off as I shook my head no.
これあなたの部屋にあったのよ。あなたの部屋、ベッドの下、床に落ちてた。落ちてたの。落としたよね。それとも捨てた？とにかく落ちてた。落ちてたの。
When did she search my room? The day we first met? When I hurt my leg and she walked me home? When she was staring with shining eyes and a cute face at a set of figure?
この杭、開国製のすごく珍しい杭なのよ。それとニュージェネ第3の事件で使われた杭と同じ。同じなの。同じよね。同じなのは間違いない。同じよ。遺体を壁に貼り付けにした杭と。
Oh fuck.
同じ。
I was sure of it. This girl thought I was behind the NewGen killings. She thought I was the murderer. She was trying to be some kind of detective. You're Kusunoki, teen detective? You know what I thought? Die, bitch. I meant it too. They weren't just empty words. I mean, this stuff might have worked in an anime or a video game. But I knew that her theory had a fatal flaw. I seen the killer. I seen her with my own eyes. That demon. The girl whose name I didn't know. She wore a Sume uniform. She was close.
だから
Oh, Taku! She looked down and sighed softly. Her grip relaxed, and at last I was freed.
それ以上でもそれ以下でもないです。ただ、あなたが知ってるかどうかを確かめたかっただけ。本当はまだ言うつもりじゃなかったですし。
What does she mean by yet?
それじゃあもう一つ確認させてください。あなたには予知能力がありますか？
That's a lot of words. Some see the future in form of flashbacks. Others see it as a prophetic dream. Psychics, fortune-telling, ancient prophets are all said to possess this ability. Many con artists, however, claim to have it for the purpose of fraud. Why would they explain see the
Huh?
What the hell? My jaw dropped. See the future? What the hell was she talking about? What did that have to do with murder? I stood there confused as Yua reached into her bag and pulled out several full-color printouts.
予知能力があるって思わなきゃ納得できないような画像データをあなたが持っていたから。
The Guro photos that Shogun sent me. Why did you all have them?
これ
あなたはどうしてニュージェネ第3の事件の再現画像を持っているんですか？しかもこの画像が流出したのは事件の前日です。あなたの使った PC にキャッシュが残ってました。
違う
I got these photos from a guy named Shogun that I never even met before that day. I didn't make them. They should still be in the download history. I know. I could show that to you. Wait, where did she get these? How did she know they were still in my computer cache? When did she came to my room? She wasn't there long enough to search my computer.
まさか君が将軍か。
But she tried to set me up. Was you behind this whole thing? Was she one of the NewGen killers? Tried to use me as a scapegoat to distract the police from the truth.
助けて。
Damn, help me. This wasn't fair. Why me? Because I'm a creepy loser? Because I don't have any friends? Yua just shook her head silently.
その画像はアットカフェルーム37の PC から拾ったんです。あなたの PC もできれば調べたかったんですけど、その機会はさすがにありませんでした。
The room next to 37, the one I always used at cafe. She really did think I was she was some kind of detective. She looked just the slightest bit sorry as she stared at me. Just for a second, single second, she looked like the old Yua. She kept that expression on her face, and she rustled through her bag again. This time, she took out a sheet of printed text on it and offered it to me. She had an awful premonition. The logical part of my mind told me I shouldn't look, but I had to. If I didn't find some way to resist, they'd pin it on me.
それがあなたのすべてです。
Everything I was? Did she steal all my private information? Was she a hacker? My heart pounded as I looked at the printout, but instead of my private information, it was a chat log.
Huh?
It was a log of Nightheart and Shogun.
そのログ変ですよね。
え
But strange, it's just a normal chat log. I remember the conversation I had with Shogun.
ナイトハルトと将軍の発言時間が全然噛み合ってないんです。
あ
What was this? What was going on?
そこにあるナイトハルトは西条君。発言時間は9月28日の午前3時台。
3 a.m.
そして翌日、あなたはアットカフェに行ってます。西条君がアットカフェに行くのは学校帰りと決まってる。そして学校に行くのは週に 2.5 回。あなたのクラスメイトから聞いたんですけど、先週あなたが学校に来た日は月曜日、水曜日、木曜日。先週の月曜日は9月29日。将軍の発言時間と同じ日です。
What? What was she talking about?
ルーム37の PC のチャットログを調べさせてもらいました。そこから分かったことは
She paused for just a moment before looking right at me and delivering cruel truth.
あなた一人の自作自演。
What? Don't look at me.
将軍は
Don't look at me.
あなた自身。
何も見たくない。何も聞きたくない。時間は一定じゃない。記憶には矛盾がある。視界にはエラーがある。地球は回ってない。
What?
これはきっとゲームなんだ。
I turned on my computer to take a bite out of the fish sausage.
僕じゃない。
Set of time wallpaper came up on my monitor.
僕がいるべき世界は
I booted up ESO without the slightest hesitation.
ここじゃないんだ。
What? Chapter 1. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? Damn! Holy shit. That was intense, dude. Damn. We got call stop right here. Oh my god. Bro, that was sick. What? That was way sicker than I remember in the anime. The anime, see, the problem with the anime is it's 20 minutes. So they had to cut everything to like 3 minutes. That, I don't know, bro. That was amazing. That's all I know. That was sick. Is that Sedaton? Oh. From far away, it looked like Sedaton. The color pencils. But anyway, with that, I'm gonna have to call in quits. I appreciate everyone that stopped by. It's been cool. I'm gonna head out. We'll play more Chaos Head next time. Laters, bye.